Good morning, my dear students. Hope you all are safe at your home. Do you remember me? Yes, I am Destiny and I will help you to learn which subject? Yes, science. I will help you to learn science. Do you like the subject science? Science is very interesting subject. If you listen to the class, we can enjoy the session. Okay. The first chapter in your textbook is living and non-living things. Are you familiar with these words? Living things and non-living things. These are opposite words. Means their meaning is quite different. That means their meaning is opposite. Like small, big. Like that, living thing and non-living thing. Before entering to the class, just look your surrounding. Students, listen. Just look your surrounding. You can see a lot of things. For example, pen, pencil, mobile phones, books, table, chair, like that. Maybe your parents are also sitting with you. So, there are a lot of things around you. We can classify all this object around you into two, living things and non-living things. Students, listen. We can classify all the objects around you into living and non-living things. Okay. Can you say one example for non-living thing? The pencil in your hand, the book in front of you, the chair you are sitting. These all are example for non-living things. Example for non-living thing is books. Books also an example for non-living thing. Then what about living thing? I am a living thing. Are you a living thing? Of course, yes. So, examples of living thing are me, you, your parents, animals like cow, elephant, like that, birds, cats, dog. These all are example for living things. So, example for living thing is cow is an example for living thing. So, we can divide all the objects into living thing and non-living thing. How we can classify this object into living thing and non-living thing? It based on some characteristics or some qualities or some features. So, in this chapter, we are going to study 7 important characters. We are going to study 7 important characters of living things. Hope you clear the introduction part. Okay, students, do you understand the topic? We are discussing about living things and non-living things. We can classify all the objects into living things and non-living things. So, we are classifying the objects into living things and non-living things on the basis of some characters. In this chapter, we are going to study or we are going to learn 7 different characters helps you to classify the objects into living things and non-living things. Hope you clear this topic. So, we can move to the first character. Coming to the first character, living things need food and water. Hope you clear. Living things need food and water. I want food and water. Do you want food? Of course, yes. Okay. Did you have your breakfast? Say yes or no. Did you have your breakfast? I hope you all had your breakfast. We will eat breakfast in the morning, lunch in the noon, dinner at the night. So, we are eating or having food at regular intervals. Why are you eating food? Why are you eating or consuming food? To get energy. So, we are eating food to get energy. Using this energy, we can do many activities like reading, writing, studying. Even though we can play games using this energy. So, we eat food to get energy. Using this energy, we can do many activities. Hope you clear. Then, what about animals? Did animals eat food? Yes, they also want food. Some animals like elephant. What's the food of elephant? Yes, elephant eat leaves. Maybe coconut leaf or palm leaf. So, elephant eat food from plants. What about cow? It also eat plants like small grass or plants. Then what about goat? Goat also eat plants. So, some animals like elephant, goat, cow eat plants as their food. Then what about lion? Lion eat other animals like zebra, deer, etc. What about tiger? Tiger also, like lion, eat other animals. So, some animals eat plants, other animals eat some other animals. Like animals need food. Some animals eat plants as their food. Some animals eat other animals. Example for animals which eat plants are cow. Cow eat grass. Example for the animals which eat other animals. Can you say one example? Please say one example. Yes, it's lion or tiger. So, animals need food. Some animals eat plants. Example cow. Some animals eat other animals like lion. Then what about us? We also want food. Okay, we will eat food from plants like vegetables, fruits, leaves, etc. Also, don't you like non-veg food? Like, don't you like chicken, fish, meat, egg, milk? Yes, we all like that. So, we eat food from plants and food from animals. So, we also need food. We eat food from plants and food from animals. Hope you got the point. Animals can eat, some animals can eat plants as their food. Some animals can eat other animals as their food. We humans eat food from plants and animals. Then what about plants? Did you ever notice plants eating food? Food like rice, biryani, chapati, like that, plants eating food? Absolutely no. Because plants doesn't need food from others. Because they make their own food. Plants have the ability to make their own food. So, plants also need food, but they can make their own food. How this plants is making their own food? Plants use sunlight, air and water to make their own food. Hope you clear the topic. In this topic we discussed about one of the important character of living things. Living things need food and water. Animals need food. Some animals depends on the plants for food. Some animal depends on other animals for food. What about we? We also need food. We depends on plants and animals for food. Plants also need food, but plants have the ability to make their own food using sunlight, air and water. So, this is one of the important characteristics of living things, but because non-living things cannot consume or eat food. For example, did your pencil need food? Did your books need food? No, because pencil, books, chair, table, these all are non-living things. They didn't want food. Also your toys also non-living things. They also didn't want food. So, living things need food, non-living things does not need food. Hope you understand this point. So, we discussed the first important character that living things need food and water. Now, we are going to discuss second important character of living thing. Living thing can breathe. Can you breathe? Just breathe yourself. Yes, we all can breathe. So, we are living thing. So, we are breathing through which part of our body? Which part of our body say? Yes, we are breathing through our nose. We can breathe through our nose. Then what about animals? How these animals are breathing? Animals also have nose. For example, elephant. Did you see elephant? Did elephant have nose? Yes. Did you see a long trunk for elephant? This trunk will act as a nose for elephant. So, the shape and size of the nose will be different for different ones. But the purpose of the nose is same for animals and we humans. So, elephant also can breathe using its long nose or its trunk. Then what about birds? Birds also can breathe. They also have small nose in their beak. So, most of the land animals like we humans, animals, birds all have nose. I told you the size and shape of the nose may be different, but most of the land animals have nose. So, land animals breathe using this nose. Okay, we can take air through our nose. Where does this air goes? The air goes through our lungs. That means through our nose, air moves or air enters into our lungs, which is inside our body. I hope you studied about lungs from the second standard. So, we can breathe using our nose. Through our nose, air will reach us or air will move to the lungs. So, most of the land animals can breathe. So, land animals are living things. Then, what about water animals? For example, fish. Can fish breathe? Does fish have a nose? Fish doesn't have a nose, but there is a particular part in the body of a fish which helps them to breathe. When you observe the fish carefully, you can see a particular part in the fish which moves up and down. It's called gills. The picture of gills is clearly given in your text. So, gills help the fish to breathe. So, the water animals like fish can also breathe. Gills is a particular body part in the fish which help fish to breathe. Okay, we discussed about land animals and water animals like fish. Then what about insects? Are you familiar with this insect? Okay, during the night when we switch on the light, some insects will come and sit around the light. Did you observe that? Yes, it's insect. Insects are very small. How these insects are breathing? They are breathing through small holes present in the body. For insect, there are some holes present in their body. Through the holes in the body, insects are breathing. So, insects can breathe using holes in the body. So, insects are also living things because insects can breathe using the holes in the body. So, we discussed land animals can breathe using the nose and lungs. Fish can breathe using the gills. Insects can breathe using the holes in the body. Then, what about plants? Did plants can breathe? Yes, plants also can breathe. How these plants are breathing? I will show you something. What's this? Yes, it's a leaf. There are a lots of small pores or small holes in the both surface of the leaf. In the surface of the leaf, there are small pores. Through these pores, leaf also can breathe. Hope you clear the point. There are a lots of small pores present in the leaves. Through these pores, leaf also can breathe. So, leaf is a living thing because leaves can breathe through some pores present in the surface of the leaf. This pores, we can call this pores as stomata. So, leaves can breathe through stomata. Hope you clear the point. Understand, my dears? Okay? This is our second point. Living things can breathe. We discussed some of the living things that most of the land animals can breathe using nose and lungs. Water animals like fish can breathe using gills. Insects can breathe using the holes in the body. Leaf, that means plants also can breathe using some pores called stomata present in the surface of the leaf. Did non-living things can breathe? Can your pencil breathe? Can your book breathe? Absolutely no. That means non-living things cannot breathe, but living things can breathe. Hope you clear the point. So, in this class, we discussed about living things and non-living things. There are 7 different characters for living things. In this, today's class, we discussed 2 important characters of living things. First character. Which was the first character? Can you remember which was the first character? Yes, living things need food and water. We discussed about that point. Second point is that living things can breathe. We discussed about that point also. Hope you clear the topic. So that's all for today. Let's wind up the session. See you in next class. Bye.